Hi, I'm Lexi Martone, the Cupcake Witch, and today we're warming up with these hot cocoa surprise cupcakes. These cupcakes are filled with mini marshmallows, so once you cut inside, they spill out. So here's what we need to get started. First things first, we need the cupcakes. These are some chocolate cupcakes in red and green cupcake wrappers. We have two different frostings. We have some chocolate fudge and the marshmallows, of course. We're gonna need some fondant so we can make the handles. I have red and green to match the wrappers. For the surprise inside the cupcake, we're gonna fill them up with these mini dehydrated marshmallows. If you can't find these, just take a big marshmallow and cut it up in little tiny pieces. We're also gonna need a spatula, a small knife, and some black cocoa powder. We're gonna start off by making the handles for our mugs so they have time to dry. Let's get to it. In order to make all of the handles the same shape, I make myself a template by drawing out the shape that I want on a piece of parchment and then covering it with a second piece. Now I'll lay my fondant on top, following my guideline, and let it dry. Now that my fondant is in a nice even rope, I'm gonna cut it to size and wrap it around my template. Now I'm gonna make some green ones to match the green cupcake wrappers. Now that all my handles are formed, I'm gonna set them aside to dry. In order to fill up our cupcakes, I'm gonna use this small knife and cut a hole in the center of each cupcake. Now that I've finished cutting all the holes, I'm going to fill them up with marshmallows. Before we frost these, I'm going to pop the lid back on so nobody will see the surprise. Cut each of your centers in half and pop the top back on. Now I've placed the centers back in and they're ready to frost. First we're going to add a layer of chocolate fudge frosting. I'm using my spatula and going to spread it on top. Chocolate fudge frosting is on, and now it's time for the marshmallow. I'm using a large round piping tip in a piping bag, but you can use a Ziploc and cut off the tip. Now for our finishing touches, we're gonna need our handles and our cocoa powder. I'm gonna take each handle and place it on the side of the cupcake. Once the fondant has hardened, you can poke it into the side of the cupcake and it will hang over the side and look just like a little mug. We're gonna finish this off with a dusting of our black cocoa powder. It's like black snow, what Witchmas dreams are made of. And there it is, the surprise hot cocoa cupcake. Thanks for watching another episode of Cupcake Witch. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel to see some more Christmas magic. And leave some comments below to let me know what you want to see me whip up next. See you next time.